Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of the show. Today we're taking a look at the McFarlane Toys Gold Label Dick Grayson Robin. This guy was a McFarlane Toys Toy Store exclusive. I was happy to grab him when he went up for pre-order, but now that I have him in hand, looking at the guy in the box, I've got some issues, McFarlane. I've got some issues. Starting off with the packaging, like always, he comes in the exact same box that all of these figures comes in, with a nice window look at the front, and the gold label sticker right there. Back of the box features some artwork from, this looks like artwork from All-Star Batman and Robin, not DC Rebirth, so there's a whole pile of mixed signals going on here as to what this figure actually is based on. Right? Left, top, bottom. With a look at the packaging out of the way, let's go ahead, break this guy out, and let's review. So here is Robin out of the package. Oh man, I've got a lot to talk about with this one. So let's start off by taking a look at the accessories. First up is the obligatory DC logo black round base. Next up, he comes with a batarang and a real string rope. Different than anything we've seen so far from McFarlane Toys, so kind of cool, I guess. I'm not so fond of the white rope, but we'll see. He comes with the awesome trading card featuring the artwork from All-Star Batman and Robin, which this figure's not based on. And there's the bio, just in case you want to read that. Robin comes with 4 sets of hands. You get a thumbs up hand, a trigger finger hand. What? Trigger finger? Pointy hand, fist hand, another trigger finger, and a grabby hand. Ooh. And of course, on the figure, you have a fist hand and a weird, hey, I'm here hand. I don't know. Taking a look at the figure himself, I mean, the head sculpt on this guy is absolutely gorgeous. It screams Dick Grayson Robin to me all day long. I love it. The smirk, everything about the head is just absolutely awesome. My issues stem from the body being too small or the head being too large for the body, and the particular the articulation that they used on this figure, and we'll get into that shortly. But overall, looking at the sculpt, this is the exact same thing from the Carrie Kelly Robin, pretty much the exact same sculpt. I think there are slight differences in the chest area here. This bows out a little more, but you can tell maybe that's different. Yeah, there's some differences in the sculpt as well, I believe, just by looking at some of the wrinkles on this Robin compared to this one. From, afar, they look very much the same, but once you start really digging in close, there's a few differences in that vest. They're very subtle differences, but they are different. Of course, the shading, this shade of red is darker for this Robin, which is perfect. I like that color compared to this lighter color. The green is a bit darker than on this one. Again, I much prefer the green on this Robin. And the cape is just a hair different, I think. Nope, I'm looking at it. It looks like it's the same sculpt. Yeah, I think it is pretty much the same sculpt, just maybe darker, maybe on the inside. The inside of the cape looks like to be a little bit darker yellow. Yeah, it's darker all the way around on that cape, which is cool. I appreciate the darker. One more thing here, you can see he's got the little chain mail on the crotch area, where that's classic Robin, where Carrie Kelly doesn't. All right, so taking a look at the articulation on this guy, this head has some great movement on it. I mean, tilts side to side, turns all the way around. He's got some great movement looking down, look up really well, so nice head movement there. Arms rotate all the way around. The little faux butterfly joint here gives him some movement there. Arms can go up really high. That's pretty good for a McFarlane figure. That's generally higher than most that I've seen. He does have bicep swivel, so his arm turns there. He can face palm really well with the double jointed elbows. Now, one of the issues here is this wrist joint. It looks awkward. This doesn't look like one cohesive glove. The joint really sticks out on it. I wish they could have done something a lot different with that joint, because it looks it looks stinky. It looks like he's got like fat wrists or something, especially over here with the fist on the fist joint. It just looks like garbage to me. Now, you know, he does have great movement at this joint. You know, he can do all kinds of cool stuff there, I guess, if you want him to look like he's broken his wrist. Leg spread, you can see how the articulation looks through his crotch there. So you can do pretty good splits. You do pretty nice splits that way. You don't have much worry about that diaper piece, you know, getting all bent and out of shape because it's so short, so tiny that the legs aren't having issues, you know, bending those. Does he have any movement here? No. You would think he'd have more movement with that ball joint in the crotch area, but he doesn't. Double jointed knees can help him bend that far. Cankle joint is ugly and, you know, does the normal McFarlane bending. This is another issue I have with this is he has cankles. That joint just makes him look like he has cankles. It's just atrocious to me that they decided to go with that joint on here. And look, I mean, it doesn't help with the fact that they give him such fat calves going all the way down. I mean, from the front, this with that joint just looked awful. I mean, it looks absolutely awful. It looks like he has some of the sculpt here looks like makes him look like he has some cellulite built in. I don't know. I'm not digging these legs. Leave a comment below if you think these legs look awful like I do, or if you think they look fine. Either way, let me know. I'd love to hear your opinion. Toes can bend just like that. That's it for the articulation. Overall, I'm not happy with this guy. The head is too large for the figure. The cankles are awful. The wrist joints are awful. I like the size of this guy. This is the size Robin figure you want. That's in the 10 to 12 age range. So I'm digging that. I really love what they've done there. I think the head is just way too big. It's way too big for this figure. It's not based on the artwork that's on the box or on the trading card. So that kind of throws me off too. I don't know why McFarlane consistently markets a figure based on a certain comic run, and the figure is not based on that comic run at all that they are marketing it for. It's crazy. I'm not a big fan of the swoosh of the cape going that way. Again, that's that stylistic garbage that I wish it was just straightened down. Just give it to me straight down. Look at those hands. Those hands look big for that body too. Sort of. I don't know. This is not what I was hoping it would be. I know a lot of people are happy to have this guy. I guess I could be in the minority, but I'm not happy to have this guy. This is not the Robin that I wanted. It could have been, but there's too many issues. The size of the head, the cankles, the wrist joints, the shape of the legs. It doesn't do it for me. It just doesn't do it for me, Robin. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of this Robin figure. If you got him, what do you think? If not, you know, let me know that too. I'd really like to know if I'm the only one that has these issues with this particular figure. All right, guys, if you like what I'm doing, please hit that like, that subscribe button, hit the bell notification. I sure would appreciate it. Again, leave your comments for this guy. Let me know what you think of this action figure in the comments below. All right, folks, until next time, God bless.